And just get into that. You know that's my whole state. It was there the greatest thing. Pressure on came for it, give it to us, we give it back. I see with that. Block him showing out his tip the cat. Soon as we show up, they screaming hell. She get cold twice, but now I mean by hell. You know the meaning of fight, but not the meaning of fail. Too heavy, we holding weight, we got to be on the scale. Let's scream with the brains, with the minutes in the blue arm. Let's get you to put your shoe on. Michigan, honey, boy, you know I put the glue on. So when they asking me what is you on, let's go. For the #1 spot, no, it's all said and done, ain't no harm. Let me know, and then I gotta remind me that it's crime. Make some blue. For the glory, look, that's right. Whether that's first thing in the morning, we two at night. You know, Christ lives in crib, that's right. It's not a thing to jump on the wing, we can get that flight. We can double dare competition if they have me got permission. Not to mention they could be what we did as a squad switch. Then they drive the team, it's not a mission. Is anybody that think they can stop the mission? The boys and maids and the winners and blue. DJ and Ray got it on 10 sides too. Say you wanna ball, luckily it's what we do. And you already know. Let's go. For the #1 spot, no two. It's all said and done, ain't no harm. And then I got to remind them that it's blue. Make some blue. That's a good. I'm just not cooking up. Yeah. As they told me, the D picked the ball off like sick, like he got corona. That one play ain't work, you need a new persona. You can't run up that middle, we threw the cups on them. Defense got a turnover, we threw the bucks. Michigan got the D on lock. I mean, I'm about to put this D on lock like I'm D3 Turner. You can't throw it in that flat, Mike got the burner. Michigan be all amazed out, look like a Trump top 5 in that ranking. Yeah, I saw it in the flick. Trumbo got the boys fired up, been a long time on the sideline watching the game. You are now wearing these gloves like it's stand ready. Lord have mercy. Here, put his hand on your chest, vision all blurry. In a second, the quarterback tell me what's the hurry. Put a move on the so slick like a can of Murray. See, he got a quick 3 and out like they Steph Curry. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. Defense just got a turnover, we do buffs on him. Yeah. No Wolverines just caught a pick 6, we do buffs on him. Yeah. Hey, Mike Morris just caused me fumble, we do the buffs on him. Yeah. Yeah. You can. You told me. 11-0 against 11-0. 2 versus 3. It's yeah. Okay, it's how you cross out the first letter, we don't call it on state. The whole world tuned in, the up the blue for the bay. Defense going in, I want y'all to give me a safe. The winner goes to the title game, the West is great. Michigan on the way to Columbus, they go crazy. The Wolverines can't see, they better not wake up late. See, I don't care about them damn bucks, they already hate. Don't try to blue, we be pulling helmets off like Royce Jean. I don't care, we ain't backing down like we North Fleet. Rush for the bus, took the ball, what y'all think? Make some blue through these cold veins like an ice rink. Mike Weir ran through his chin, he said, me? Defense all over the field. field. They gotta say I get the biggest brand in the world. I gotta eat. Michigan versus Ohio, I've been waiting all week. You get that horseshoe, all you hear is talk trash. Michigan don't say too much, we are not flashy. Every play, all you hear is grunt, the helmet's flash. I wanna see like 5-6 tons like a Son Haskins. Will Johnson picked the ball off and Junior sacked him. Chris Jenkins came up the middle, he had the blast. The O-line moving that right, let's play action. New automatic checks, they put it in the bread basket. We ain't going down there for that, let's make plays. Soft Superbugs turnovers gonna make the game. If you ain't know by now, it's just his Hayes. Coming to the shoe, throwing balls like Ryan Hayes. Back center coming down the line, get out the way. Desmond and looks ripping the blue on here. To the end zone, the D looking at our nameplate. Number 26, 22, I can't wait. To the end zone, the D looking at names.
Welcome to Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field, and home to the Northwestern Wildcats, where it will be a sea of purple as the fans are more than ready for this one. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer. It's time to get it going. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense is on the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Shakes off the tackle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Wolverines racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Throwing right. Makes a connection. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Well, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Hefton is coming out on the goal line. doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
How impressive has this offense been just hogging the ball? They've just been eating away at the clock. They've been matriculating the football down the field. And here they are scoring a touchdown on their opening possession. The opposing quarterback's like, bro, when am I going to get the ball? When do I get a chance to take the field? That was crazy.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt.
Northwestern, 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work under.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
First down for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's Edwards. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. With the catch, it's Johnson. Oh, it's out! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's their second fumble on 2 possessions. My goodness, we want to come out and establish the run and get that part of the game going, but you didn't think you had to coach ball security. That's day one. That's elementary school when you learn how to cover the points of the football. They got to do a better job taking care of the football.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, Dave.
This is the exact start you want. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Paula, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football. Show your dominance.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
Runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice for his own, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kansas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys have been keeping an eye on it for us. And the return man is stopped. And now we'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. It'll be a draw. Oh, he dropped it! How in the world did the offense retain possession? Northwestern right back to the line.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Hit as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive. Been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick it away.
they'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into. And the ball's free in the end zone. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over the offense like, bro, we don't need you tonight. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
Ready to try the point after.
For the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang it.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And man, David, you couldn't ask for any better starting field position than this.
This is as good as it gets.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he'll bring it out of the end, and he pumps it up inside the 20. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again.
Jackrabbit.
To the ground with the back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough put.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine. He's into his happy place, the end zone, and he's been very, very happy because he's been there regularly in the first half.
Yeah, most people are happy with, several touchdowns in a season, but you just feed him and he keeps getting in the end zone, keeps piling up touchdowns. Those stats are just climbing up and up and up. Thank your offensive lineman. Take him out to dinner tonight.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And that's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. A first down for the offense.
Easy.
To throw, it's Warren. Keeps it, throws toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his stride. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be...
And your Northwest podcast will take over.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a front.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Well, jet sweep pass. Off he goes. He's inside the 40, the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown Wildcats. And once he got loose, it was all over.
I like to back down towards the end zone and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play. And do they ever? 90-plus yards to the house. We need space. I'll take 6.
And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by 13 over Vanderbilt. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Might as well give it to him again. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. He fires one deep down the right side. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. With the run on 1st and goal. Just plowing down the field. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner can find no daylight. He goes down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Fast motion from the offense. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when they get near. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quick handoff. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the ground, he's got it again. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Run in the red zone. It's Hall. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12.
Brings up second down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Here we go.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They want that clock to run. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese.
And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Delivers the contact. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run up. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They feed him again. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
26-yard line. Second down.
On the ground, it's Hall. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.
Who got it better? Nobody. To the field from the tailgate parties. Let's go blue, get the whole team. It's the big house, Michigan Wolverine. If it ain't real, it ain't right. You can't take a hit, take a hike. The legendary Big Ten can't play it right. No shit, Beckler, motivated the might. You're so strong, it's always Saturday nights. Howard, Woods, and Brady took it to heights. That's ball, hell to the victors, that's above all. I got one question, tell them all ball. That's right, maybe some clue, that's all I say. Brother Steve in the B.I.J. Wolverine. Block him on the beanie, I'm Bailey. No for kicking it off like Feely. Follow while I ball like Weber. Rose, your wife get the bad vibe together. Go hard or go home. Trying to get to the national ship in the Rose Bowl. They gon' hit from start to finish. The M Club is fitted and Jumpman the image. We ready right now, you want it, they come and get it. Wing helmets, everybody is in. Go blue, Go blue. Take it up a notch, we supposed to. Any haters in the way we gotta go through. I ain't got a question, but the coach do. Yo, DJ Ray, you ready? Just get into that. Last time on stage, it was getting what is that? Sean King, fuck, give it to us, we give it back. See me there, like you showing Alice to the cat. As we show up, it's green and yellow. She ain't fully faced, but now me my hell. You know the meaning of fight, the meaning of fast. Too heavy, we hold the weight, we got to feel the scale. Scream with the brains, with the legs and the blue arm. Anything, get your team, put your shoe on. Michigan, really, boy, you know I put the crew on. So when they asking me what the shoe on, let's go, go. For the number one spot on top. It's all said and done, ain't no. That is good. Make some blue. Go. Boy, you gon' pick that fight. Whether it's first thing in the morning, we took that night. You know the price living crap, that's right. But it's not a thing, like jump on the wing, we could get that fight. We just double dare competition, if I have, we got permission. Not to mention that could be what we had as a spot is wishing. The thing that drives the team is not ignition. It's anybody that think they can stop the mission. The arenas and maze have the arenas and blue. DJ a red goddamn 10 seconds too. Take you on the boat, let me, it's what we do. If you already know, let's go. For the number one spot in the hotel. It's all said and done, they know. That it's blue. Make some blue. Blue, 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 blue. It's just not cooking up. Pick the ball up, nice sick like you got corona. That one play ain't work, you need a new persona. You can't run up that middle, we threw the cups on. Defense got a turnover, we threw the bucks on. Michigan got the D on lock. I'm about to put this C on lock like I'm Deacon Turner. You can't throw it in that flat, Mike got the burner. Michigan be all amazed out, look like a church. Top 5 in that rookie, yeah, I saw it in the flip. Turbo got the boys fired up in a long in the sideline, watching the game. You are not worth these buffs, I can stand ready, Lord have mercy. Here put his helmet on chest, vision off learning. Gun sacking the quarterback, tell me what's the hurt. Put a move on you so slick like a can of Murray. See, you got a quick 3 and out like they Steph Curry. Yeah. Yeah. Defense is gonna turn over, we threw the buffs on him. Yeah. The Wolverines just caught a big 6, we threw the buffs on him. Yeah. Hey, Mike Morris just caught me fumble, we threw the buffs on him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yo, the game, it's 11-0 against 11-0. 2 versus 3. It's yeah. Okay, it's A cross out the first letter. We don't call it on state. The whole world tuned in. I hope the blue put up A. Defense going in. I want y'all to give me a safe. The winner going to the title game. The West is great. Michigan on the way to Columbus to go crazy. The Wolverines can't see. They better not wake up late. See, I don't care about them damn bucks. They already hate. Don't try to blue. We be full of helmets off like Royce Jink. I don't care. We ain't backing down like we North Fleet. So the brothers took the ball. What y'all think? Make some blue through these cold veins like an ice rink. Mike then he said, defense all over the field. They gotta see like him, the biggest man in the world. I gotta eat. Michigan versus Ohio, I've been waiting all week. You need that horseshoe, all you hear is talk trash. Michigan don't say too much, we are not flashy. Eric Clay, all you hear is grunt, the helmet's glass. I wanna see like 5-6 times like a Son Haskins. Johnson picked the ball off and Junior sacked him. Chris Jenkins came up the middle, he had the blast. The O-line moving that rock, let's play action. Moody automatic JJ put it in the bread basket. He ain't going down there for that, let's make plays. Buffs over Bucks, turnovers gonna make the game. If you ain't know by now, it's just his Hayes. Coming to the seat, throwing balls like Ryan Hayes. Back center coming down the line, get out the way. This out, let you look in the blue up here. To the hands on the D, looking at our nameplate. Number 26, 22, I can't wait. To the hands on the D, looking at the hands.
Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today.
And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, against the 18th ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Buckeyes will kick this away to start us off. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. So Michigan's offense comes on the field first today. And here we go. Wolverines and Buckeyes. Everything that's gone into this game for 365 days is about to play out right now.
And there's just something right? When you look out on that field and you see the colors on the field competing against each other. Maize and blue and scarlet and gray. Let's see what happens.
Powerful running here. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. So many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And the defense smothers it for no gain. You recall the last time they played, the Wolverines won a very close game. That has not been forgotten in Columbus for a single minute since then.
No, and if I remember right, it was the Michigan defense that really stepped up and prevailed and led them to a close victory last time out. Let's see what happens today if the Buckeyes offense can make the adjustments.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And down the middle, it's Bell. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. And the Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball down the field.
The game makes it second and medium. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He shreds the tackle. They get the senior with the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm.
He runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Now the try here for the extra point. BAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Ohio State's offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players, just a few guys. But what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch it? Touchdown, Buckeyes. Just ran away from the defense.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job. The running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. They bring him down. A solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you've got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on second and inches.
Tackled at the 40. They'll earn a fresh set of downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And here's the handoff. Fights off the defender.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job on front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down play coming up for this offense. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The shotgun handoff here. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The Wolverines will have first and 10 here. They're going to run it. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so 2-3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
On the run, it's Edwards. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Can he make it to the marker? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. And they keep it going here. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Dropping back, it's Howard. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's fourth down and long.
The Buckeyes will send a punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And now it's a high kick. He hit it straight up. So he's got a crease here. Look out. The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Looking for a deep completion. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. See if the offense can move the chains at that incompletion. Drops back. He's going to throw for it on third down. He makes the grab. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. And the Wolverines looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Back to throw. It's Warren. Intercepted in the end zone. It's a big return off the INT. They steal the offensive possession.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. And you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. That's caught. It's Judkins. The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Man, that one hurts, especially as you're trying to close the gap just before halftime.
Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back in that costly error. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got his man open downfield. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. The offense sets up with a first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team hangs him in and brings him down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Using his legs, it's Henderson. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, whether it's in the shoe or the big house, when you have these two programs with all that's at stake today, you know emotions run high in a game known simply as the game. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. Kick this away to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. It's a fumble. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it, and you can't hold on to the football.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Gives it to the back. Physical run earns the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the defense wraps him up. Zone running it right up the gut. And they're able to get him down.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. The play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard. It'll be a fourth down.
Well, they try to pound it in, they come up short, and now it's decision time for this offense on the road, fourth down, critical moment. What will the play call be here?
Touchdown, Michigan. Still no answer for this offensive machine. And momentum really building. Now, could this one get out of hand here in a hurry?
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense on the field. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Football comes out, and the defense jumps on the football.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Ball handed off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on the play.
They'll hand it off. Right around the defender. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. But he's already at it again.
The big fullback's got it here. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge.
Touchdown, Wolverines. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. And strike up the Michigan band again as the Wolverines, Kirk, are beginning to build a lead and pull away here.
Well, I don't think the biggest Michigan fan in the country could have ever expected this kind of performance by the Wolverines. Everything that they have done has worked, and right now they have a nice, comfortable lead.
And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Now they get set to kick it away.
Michigan 35, Ohio State 7.
That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. And they'll stop him short of the line of gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. To the air. It's Howard. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. He's up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle struggles throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Grab down the middle. It's Scott. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. That's caught. It's a Buka. They bring him down after a short game there. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. This game can get a little bit more competitive. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Oh, that one's picked off. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the 2nd half.
See, that's how the offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle in front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
He'll hand it off. Not much on that play. Right down short. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? They'll give it to the back. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And the Wolverines will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down.
What a job by this offense picking up the 1st down. As a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive, pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
And that's a solid game for the defense, able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Here we go.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage on the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
Becomes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here's a carry for the fullback. Touchdown, Michigan. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of fire. First down, looking to throw the football. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play. So check that out.
Roughing the pass. Defense.
That roughing the passer gives the offense a first down.
On the double.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. You don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Dropping back. It's Howard. Fires it to the wide end. That one's picked off. What a play. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The defense still has 3 timeouts remaining. We're hoping they decide not to use them. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. And the single back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Well, the beat goes on as they stay undefeated here late in the season. It's impressive, Kirk, to see how they've managed the pressure and gotten better as the moments have gotten bigger.
They seem to be playing as good a football as you could hope for at this point in the season. They only have a couple games left, but they've impressed everybody that's been able to watch them. We'll just have to see if there are any hiccups before the postseason and if that national championship goal can remain the focus.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.